My name is Akash Sankari, and welcome to my presentation on my research project.
Direct energy conversion in a portable high-energy quantum nuclear reactor based on electrohydrodynamic power cell dynamics. Nuclear energy is the most powerful, efficient, and safest form of clean energy. Utilizing the power of nuclear fission reactions, a single nuclear reactor is able to power an entire city, producing energy on the scale of megawatts to terawatts. However, despite the benefits of nuclear energy, it's still very expensive and complex. This is where small modular reactors come in, as SMRs could potentially provide the same enormous amounts of energy at a more inexpensive and less complex manner. But despite being portable, the smallest SMR is still the size of a semi-trailer truck's container. My previous research has focused on the development of an extremely compact nuclear reactor, ECNR, which is only 30 centimeters in diameter yet can produce energies of up to nearly 100 megawatts, which is comparable to larger nuclear reactors. This was accomplished through the unique reaction I developed known as quantum anti-Zeno effect neutrinoless double beta decay, which provided large amounts of nuclear energy by producing two highly energetic electrons per each atom. The electron's kinetic energy could be captured to produce electricity. However, to think of an analogy, I've just created the fuel thus far. I am yet to create the engine which can harness that fuel. I need a way to take the large amounts of kinetic energy from the reaction and convert it into usable electrical energy. Only then would my ECNR design be complete. Thus, my goal is to develop a direct energy conversion mechanism which can take this nuclear reaction and actually extract that energy from the reaction. I use a systematic approach to develop my design which allows me to keep track of the engineering design process and reach my goal. And here's the performance criteria and design constraints for my DEC reactor complex. Current direct energy conversion devices are mainly based on either electrostatic methods, which is simply using E equals QV to create a capacitor, or by using magnetohydrodynamics to create an electron flow which can then be converted into electrical energy through Faraday's law of induction, aka de Lorentz force. Although each model has its pros and cons, I needed to devise a way to combine the pros while reducing the cons, as the wide range of energies in the AZE0V double beta decay call for a more efficient direct energy conversion mechanism. Thus, my solution was to develop a new type of direct energy conversion device, the Fermi gas electrohydrodynamic power cell. Essentially, this device that I built is a modular addition to my nuclear reactor design that combines the effectiveness of the electrostatic and magnetohydrodynamic power generation systems. The EHD allows for high-energy particles to be converted into electrical energy through the use of a disk-style quasi-magnetohydrodynamic converter, and the electrons with the low energy or surplus energy are converted into electrical energy through the use of an electromagnetic system. Additionally, the electrons are treated as a quantum Fermi gas, which allows for the device to be small and efficient. The specific method I used to design such a device was hyperparameterization-based neural networks. The idea behind this method was to feed a computer code certain variables which were to be optimized in a direct energy conversion design, and the computer assigns a weighted importance to each variable. Based on these weights, the algorithm generates an optimized design in a 3D CAD format. This is a cross-sectional view of the optimized direct energy converter embedded into the nuclear reactor itself. To test my theoretical direct energy converter design, I used a Monte Carlo particle transport code known as Geant4. The code allows me to simulate the physics processes occurring inside the reactor in a virtual simulated environment, as access to physical lab space was limited due to COVID-19. Specifically in my code, I ran quantum molecular dynamics for heavy ions, EM physics subpackages, high-energy Livermore models, Penelope models, and ATMA energy models to model my converter. This is a video of one of my experiments in the virtual simulation environment. Here are my initial results for my reactor simulation. These first set of results show the energy extraction indices for the most optimized design in hyperparameterization, and these second sets of results show the 5-model comparison for extraction indices. This graph on the left shows the actual electrical energy produced, which averages around 65 megawatts, a lot of energy for a small reactor. To further redesign and improve the reactor, I integrated the results from the reaction into what's known as a generative adversarial network, which is essentially a second machine learning model which further optimizes the reactor converted 3D design. The redesigned model's results are shown here. A significant improvement in energy extraction is shown. Here are the conclusions from my experiment. Overall, the electrohydrodynamic direct energy conversion scheme looks to be a promising way to actually use the nuclear energy produced in the AZE0V double beta decay reaction, and further testing will implement it physically into my reactor design. Here is a feasibility study of my design. The applications of this research is essentially anything that needs power. This research allows for the development of a portable nuclear reactor which could produce hundreds of megawatts of power. Therefore, entire cities, spacecraft, and warships could potentially be powered from the palms of one's hands. Thank you for watching, and thank you for judging today.